Holy shit. Never do the Ninja Turtles in live action ever again. We are so back. Okay. This movie was incredible. This movie was awesome. It was everything I wanted. This is... Holy shit. This was amazing. Oh my god. Alright. You know, so 5 years ago, when the first Spider-Verse movie came out, I thought to myself, you know, it'd be cool as shit. You know, it'd be the coolest shit ever. A Spider-Verse style movie, a movie like that, but for the Ninja Turtles. That would be the coolest shit in the world. God, that would be so awesome. The Ninja Turtles are perfect for that stylized animation. But I don't know if we'll ever get that. And 5 years later, here it is. Alright, listen, I'm not an expert on the Ninja Turtles. I'm not 100% an expert, but I've been a fan my whole life. Like, I've loved the Ninja Turtles. Every time a new animated show comes out, you know, I'm there. You know, I love the 2003 one. I love the old 80s one. Or the 90s one. I love the 2012 one a lot. That one's really good. And, you know, it's not very good, but I have a soft spot for the first trilogy. Even the third one. I know the third one's pretty fucking terrible, but I don't know. I liked it when I was a kid, so I have this sort of soft spot for it. My favorite one is Secret of the Ooze. That's my favorite. I love the part where Shredder like gets mutated and he gets beefed up to Super Shredder, and then he gets beaten in like 2 minutes. I think that's the funniest shit in the world. Even as a kid, I was like, wait, that was it? Super Shredder was easier to beat than regular Shredder. What the fuck? The third one is bad, though. I don't want you to get it twisted that I'm saying Ninja Turtles 3 is good. It's not. But then there was the 2007 TMNT, which again, not very good. Not a very good movie. But I don't know. It's the kind of movie I enjoy popping in every once in a while, being like, you know what? It's okay. It's not very good. It's really not. But I have a good time watching it. And then the Michael Bay movies, those suck. I don't like either of them. As a kid, well, I wasn't really... how old was I in 2014? I don't know, like fucking 13 or something. Anyways, when that movie came out, I remember thinking like, I mean, it wasn't great, but I guess it was kind of fun. But the second one, I was just like, no, this is a piece of shit. It sucks. It's fucking terrible. It's awful. Megan Fox is April O'Neil. Come the fuck on, man. Come the fuck on. And I hated how big the turtles were. Like, they're fucking ninjas. Why are they so big? Like, what the fuck? They're ninjas. The fuck? Could you imagine if fucking Spider-Man was played by The Rock? That shit would be terrible. Anyways, I was excited for this movie since the first trailer. As soon as the first trailer dropped, I was like, I knew this was going to be a fucking banger. I was like, this movie's going to fucking rule. I know it. And lo and behold, it did. And I was surprised because it was written by 5 people, and one of those 5 people was Seth Rogen. Seth Rogen, I have a very mixed relationship with. I like some of his movies. I like some of his movies. Some of them I just think are boring and stupid. But I was like, you know what? I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. And I don't know how much of the stuff I liked in this movie he attributed to, but fuck, good on you, Seth. I mean, he doesn't give a fuck what I think. He's living in a $1 million mansion. Who gives a shit what I think? Do you see my fucking room? Who gives a shit what I think? Who? Nobody except Joseph. Thank you for watching, Joseph. Anyways, and Ale, I appreciate you, Ale, if you're watching. You're watching because you're the best. I love you. Anyways, so I loved the shit out of this movie. I thought it was incredible. It was awesome. The Turtles, thank God for the first time in a fucking Ninja Turtles movie, a theatrically released one anyways, thank Christ that this movie remembers that they're fucking teenagers. Like, I saw some people online complaining about some of the dialogue in this movie, and it's like, you know, I thought they sounded like none of the dialogue sounded a little, you know, none of it sounded unnatural to me. It sounded like kids. They're 15 in the movie. It sounded like 15-year-olds talking, just with less swearing. But it sounded like 15-year-olds to me. And people complain like there's too many references in this movie, and it's like, well, in real life, Well, I mean, at least the conversations I have, you mention celebrities and you mention movies. So in real life, it doesn't seem forced. It makes sense that characters in movies would too. Now, if you're wondering, my favorite turtle has always been Donatello. Donatello's always been my favorite because he's the smartest and he's the best, and purple's my favorite color. And also, I used to play that shitty Ninja Turtles NES game, fucking awful game, garbage game. But when I was younger, I didn't realize that the game was bad. I just thought it was hard. When I was a kid, I would always pick Donatello because he had the best. He had the staff, which had the longest range, and it would kill everything. Why the fuck would you pick anybody else in that game? Donatello's the best. And in this game, my boy got great representation. My boy's an anime fan. He likes Attack on Titan. He likes JoJo's. Fucking hate JoJo's, but that's a totally different conversation. Yeah. I love the characterization of the turtles. This was the first Ninja Turtles thing since like 2012 Ninja Turtles where I actually found Leo interesting. I liked how he's so insecure about the fact that he's a leader, but he's not really good at it because how are your siblings gonna respect you? You know, I remember like my younger brother isn't gonna fucking respect me as an authority figure, so why should these turtles? Loved Leo in the movie. Raph, you know, he was less of a dick than he usually is. He just kind of was energetic. But he was cool. I liked him. I liked how all the turtles had sort of different like builds. Like Leo is, you know, probably the most like standard shape. Raph is like huge and swole. You know, Mikey's really small and skinny, and Donnie's kind of like in between Leo and Mikey. I love how even if you took off their masks, you would still be able to tell all of them apart. Like I love that. If you took off all the masks, you could still be like, yeah, that's Raph, that's Leo, that's Donnie, that's Mikey. I love that. My boy Donnie wears glasses. I wear glasses. Of course he's my favorite. But anyways, I do have one complaint with the Turtles characterization. Not a huge one. But I thought Mikey, he was a little too laid back for my taste. I would have liked for him to be a little more energetic, a little more crazy, a little more of a party animal. He wasn't bad. I was just like, this Mikey seems a little more like down to earth than the Mikey I'm used to. Took a little getting used to. But, you know, it's fine. Hopefully in the sequel, he'll become the Mikey we all know and love. Not that he's bad in this movie. He's great. All the Turtles are great. But, you know, I would like to see him, you know, become a little more of the Mikey we know in the next one. April, really liked April. I would say April probably has the best arc in the movie, I think. Loved her. People were saying like, oh, they changed April. They made her black in this one. Listen, man, they change April all the time. Like like sometimes she's an adult, sometimes she's a 15-year-old girl. Like who gives a shit? They change like in the Michael Bay ones, they changed it so that April and the Turtles, their origin stories are connected, which was bullshit. But I don't mind it, you know. I liked April in this movie. I thought she was neat. Liked her a lot. The supporting cast is great. The villain, Superfly, is so awesome. At the beginning, you're like, man, this guy seems cool. I think I might want to hang out with him. And then as it goes on, you're like, yo, this guy's a fucking... We need to stop this man. Fuck this guy. Or this fly. And his supporting cast was great. Paul Rudd as Mondo Gecko was awesome. Loved John Cena and Seth Rogen as Bebop and Rocksteady. Nadja from What We Do in the Shadows, Natasha Dimitris, was great. Rose Byrne was awesome. Mr. Beast had a cameo, which was hilarious. Alex Hirsch was in the movie. That was cool. But, I loved the shit out of this movie. Splinter was great. Jackie Chan was really good. Like, Splinter was definitely the biggest surprise of the movie. He had a lot of the funniest lines, and he was a badass. This is Splinter, man. Oh, man. Splinter's the best. And I would say my only other disappointment with the movie is Giancarlo Esposito plays Baxter Stockman. And when I first heard that, I was like, holy shit, that is fucking perfect. And he's in the movie for like 2 minutes. And I was like, oh, what a fucking waste. Like, what a waste of... That is like amazing casting. Why would you waste that? What the fuck? But hey, it's okay. Because this movie was so much fun. The action was amazing. There's one montage near the beginning where it's like it's like the old boy hallway fight, but it's cutting between, and you see each of the turtles get some action. It's so fucking good. The action is funny. It's energetic. The pacing of this movie is so amazing. It's an hour and a half, and it feels like, I swear to God, it felt like fucking 45 minutes. Genuinely. The climax is great. It went in places I wasn't expecting. Genuinely, like there were times where I was like, I honestly don't know where the story's going. I love the movie. I love the shit out of this movie. I have issues with it, but this was the most fun I've had since Spider-Verse. I don't think this is as good as Across the Spider-Verse, but man, it's everything I want. It is the best Turtles film by far. By far. It is just incredible. I fucking love this movie. I love the Turtles' chemistry. I love the action. I love the villain. The cast was great. I love how ugly as shit this movie is. I love the animation because Spider-Verse had this like stylized animation that looked like a comic book. It looked beautiful. This movie has this really dirty and gritty look to it that I love. You know, with a franchise like Ninja Turtles, you kind of want it to be really weird and out there because it is. It's a weird fucking premise. So I love how this movie is. I mean this in the best possible way. This movie's ugly as shit. I really love it. Like, all the humans in this movie look fucking disgusting. I love it. It reminds me of Rango. It's very different from Rango, but I loved how, like, dirty and grimy that movie looked, too. I love the look of this movie. The music was great. Like, there's some great scores. Like, I love the villain's theme in this movie, and the ending is so satisfying. And the credit scene, oh, the credit scene is so awesome, man. I was like, oh shit. I mean, I saw it coming, but I was like, I cannot wait. Like, this was the first movie in a long time, besides Spider-Verse, where I was like, yo, I need like 5 more of these. Okay? I need a sequel. I cannot wait for the sequel to this movie. Like, this movie was just so much fun. Is it a masterpiece of cinema? No, probably not. But for what it's trying to do, which is be a Ninja Turtles movie, I honestly, like, I would give it like a 9. Like, I'm serious. Like, this movie was so... I loved, like, basically everything about it. Like, God, we are so fucking back with animation, man. Puss in Boots 2, Spider-Verse, Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. Dude, if Kung Fu Panda 4... Dude, oh my God, I'm so fucking excited for Kung Fu Panda 4. That is going to be the shit. Oh my God. Paw Patrol 2? No, I'm just kidding. Don't get me wrong, you know, we're still gonna have crap like Paw Patrol and Trolls World Tour or whatever the fuck. But I mean, you know, it's fine. It's for kids. But I just love the shit out of this movie. If you're a Turtles fan, you need to go see this movie because it's everything you'd want in a Ninja Turtles movie. And by the end of it, you're like, yo, you cannot end it here. We need the sequel. Like, the credit scene especially, if you're a Turtles fan, you will go, yo, you can't end it here. You need to go. Never do the Turtles in live action again. They are made for animation. This movie was so good. So good. So good, guys. I had so much fun. I had a huge smile on my face the entire time. As a Ninja Turtles fan, I was satisfied. As an animation fan, I was satisfied. I loved this movie. And I'm giving it a 9. Giving it a 9. And I knew this shit was going to be a banger from the first trailer. I was like, this is going to fucking go so hard. I like this way better than Barbie, to be honest with you. I liked Barbie, but I like this so much better. So yeah, I didn't review Haunted Mansion because I didn't feel like it. I didn't see it. I did not. But yeah, Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem is fucking awesome. Go see it. And go see it. And I'll see you later.